Santhea. I'm one of the creators of The Amazing Adventures of Melissa B. I am the author, and the artist, Tim Lakoviak, sends his best wishes today from Hawaii. So welcome, and thank you all so much for being here and celebrating the bees with us. And if you would like to play a little bit, let's call in the bees together. Let's do a little bit of buzzing, shall we? Wonderful. I'd like to introduce a little bit of this drum and why I have it here and its significance. This is a frame drum, and it is a circle. It represents the moon and the earth and the sun and the womb and the oneness of all of life. And the sound, is the first sound that we hear when we're in our mother's womb. And so this drum also represents the heartbeat of the mother. In ancient times, in the Mediterranean Sea area and on the island of Crete, the Minoan civilization of about 3000 to 1000 BC, there was great peace. 2000 years of peace and harmony with nature, and the honeybee was held as sacred. The people would gather together to celebrate life and the rhythms of the seasons and the wisdom of the honeybee hive and the sweetness created by the bees. They would dance and sing and play a drum like this one. The women were the drummers, and as the bees are a female-centered society, these women frame drummers were also bee priestesses, and they were called Melissae. Melissa in Greek means honeybee. Before the bees, hundreds of thousands of years ago, the land was only green in color. So with the arrival of the bees came the evolution of the colorful flowers and the flowering trees, and thus the fruits of the land that we all enjoy. So the bees are intrinsic to the beautiful, bountiful, colorful world we live in as they nurture, honor, and celebrate life. In recent times, many people are remembering the significance of the honeybees, and many humans who love bees are giving the bees a voice so their messages can be heard. The sensitivities of the bees are helping us awaken to higher ways of thinking and being. In observing the bees, we can clearly see the interconnectedness of all of life, and in deeply watching them, we notice that all the bees in one hive are co-creating their world in a state of oneness, in harmony. All the bees in one hive as one body. So oneness, also like the drum. And it's very interesting, recently many beekeepers are being called to play this drum, and many frame drummers are being called by the bees and becoming beekeepers. So I have come to both beekeeping and frame drumming on my path, which is quite similar to those bee priestesses of ancient times. And it greatly began during my time on the island of Crete, which is where the inspiration for this story came through. The story, The Amazing Adventures of Melissa B, is for all ages. The intention behind the story is to surround the bees and the readers with love and blessings, and bringing greater awareness to the gifts that the bees bring. A portion of the proceeds from the sale of the book are being donated to nonprofits supporting the bees. And for me, in creating this book, I am stepping more fully into my desire to nurture, honor, and celebrate life as I realize I am part B. I dream of a healthy, colorful, bountiful world garden, abundant with joyful life and sweetness, where everything is held as sacred. The story is about one bee, our heroine, Melissa, and something of a heroine's journey. It follows her adventures of love, devotion, and joy in service to her whole hive. And the inspiration came to me in the middle of the story. I wondered, what might it be like for a bee, a young bee? She spends her entire young life in the darkness of the hive with her family, all snuggled up, safe and secure, surrounded by love and sweetness and good vibrations from the bee wings of her siblings and the vibrations through the honeycomb walls. And then one day, she is called to step out into the big world beyond her hive, seemingly alone, to go off into the unknown and forage for her family. And this idea of stepping into the unknown has been very potent for me and feels potent for us in times of great change. And the idea of inspiring all of us, perhaps by the bees, and the courage that it takes to step into the unknown and following our hearts. The word courage comes from the French word coeur, which is the meaning is heart. So following our hearts and feeling the power of our hearts. And creating this book has actually been a lot of stepping into the unknown for me, and a lot of inspiration from the bees and synchronicities along the way, taking away the fear of stepping into the unknown and following my heart with this passion. So I would like to invite everyone to connect in with your heart. Let's put our hands on our hearts if you would like to play a little bit. And we'll drum a little bit on our hearts as I drum on the drum. Feel free if you would like to close your eyes and drop into your breath. Breathing deeply, exhaling fully, and inhaling fully. And notice any sensations. And when you feel ready on one of your next inhales, coming back into the room, opening your eyes. And now that our hearts are all warmed and open, let's connect with our inner child. If you would like to sing with me one of the songs from the book, a song about the bees' dance. We'll sing line by line, call and response style, so I'll sing first, and all you have to do is echo if you'd like to join in. Here we go. Loop and dance, dance, dance. Loop and dance, dance, dance. We are in a happy trance. We are in a happy trance. Flowers here and flowers there. Flowers here and flowers there. We sprinkle love all through the air. We sprinkle love all through the air. Wonderful. There's a lot of humming in this book too, and all the songs incorporate lots of humming. So I would like to invite you all now to hum a little bit with me. We'll make the sound 1 and 2, and here we go. One and two and hum again. One and two and last time to hum. Wonderful. Thank you all so much for playing with me. And thank you so much to the bees for coming here to be with us and celebrating the bees. And thank you to Vromans for having us on this beautiful day. And if we still have some moments, I can read a couple of passages from the book. Ambrosia Valley, an expansive, mystical meadow, abundant with millions of colorful flowers and amazing stories to share. Along the edge of the valley stands a lush forest with many kinds of trees. Within the forest, glimmers of early morning sunlight peek into the hollow of one of the oldest and largest trees in the land, a grandmother tree. Her branches are thick with a luxurious mane of bright green leaves. Nestled in the hollow of the tree, a hive of fuzzy honeybees circle around their beloved queen, the mother of them all. As the warmth of the spring sun embraces the tree, a gentle and joyous hum begins to vibrate within the hive. The bees are welcoming the birth of a new day. And there's a beautiful song here. I'll let you enjoy that on your time. Nestled within a six-sided cell of the hive's honeycomb, precious Melissa, a tiny baby larva bee, hatches from her pearly white egg. Melissa curls up while Rhea, her sister, feeds Melissa lovingly with her milk and pollen bread so she will grow and grow. One magical day when Melissa's body is ready to change, she cocoons herself within her cozy honeycomb cell. Two sisters, Rhea and Thea, cover the top of her cell with a wax blanket and check on her throughout the day. Within the sweet darkness, Melissa's twinkly eyes form, her antennae sprout, and her luminous wings extend. Her body is transforming into the amazing bee she is meant to be. When the time is just right, crunch, 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 Melissa nibbles through her blanket and pokes out her head. "I'm ready to play," she exclaims as she climbs out into the dark, bustling hive. Bees scurry by in all directions. Melissa's body fluffs up, her wings stretch and flutter with a delicate hum. The hum feels comfortable because she felt the same vibrations from the wings of her family when she was snuggled in her birth cell. "Oh, I can make our music too," she says. Her family celebrates with her, all humming happily. I would like to also acknowledge Tim Lukowiak, the artist who brought Melissa B to life in such a beautiful, vibrant, and endearing way. I'm so grateful to be co-creating with him. And I would like to say a special thank you to honor my drum teacher, Miranda Rondeau, and I would like to honor two dear women to my heart who are here, Catherine Ritter and Ruth Barrett, who have helped me on my path and brought me to Crete, where the story was born. So I think maybe I have a moment to take a quick question, if anything has come through. Any questions can be sent to amazingmelissab@gmail.com, and if you'd like more information, amazingmelissab.com is our website. Thank you all so much.